What did we think happened last time?
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, that was, Kelly. Okay. So these are the sort of things that might happen to you guys.
Smobby.
Dreams that got me on.
Starzy.
White family music. I'm going back to where I belong. You're the reason why I'm singing this song. Boy, I did you no wrong, but you broke my heart.
Hi guys, we're Team Apple. I'm Yaba and we are Ghana bound. And a lot of you will recognize this beautiful woman next to me. So please introduce yourself.
I am Amanda and I just arrived in Ghana.
Woo!
Just over a month now.
Oh my goodness. So I'm really excited to talk to you because the stuff you have gone through. So before we barge on ahead into what you've gone through and you know the joy, the highs and the lows of it all, I want to take it back a bit because we've had a few people ask us because they were nervous about flying. So like not flying itself, but flying to Ghana during a pandemic. Will they get turned away at the airport? Will they lock them out of the airport? And what was it like? What was your experience like actually traveling with children as well?
Oh, with children. Listen, guys, don't do it. No, I'm joking.
I said.
Listen, trust me, being honest, it was the best experience I've had. Best. And I have 3 children, 3. And it was my husband and my brother. And my older brother and his 3 kids were even in the airport seeing us off. So guys, don't believe the hype. Yes, you got to get your COVID test done and you have to make sure you paid for your COVID test in Ghana. Otherwise, they won't let you travel or you have to do it there and then. But other than that, once you got your COVID test done, you got your results, you got everything you need as normal, it's fine. We had the most loveliest guy. We flew with British Airways, but the guy we had with us, and even he had a colleague coming backwards and forwards, really, really amazing. He even gave us his number and said, any problems, you give me a call, you know, and it's good to have links like that. We had so much luggage. We had about 20 pieces of luggage.
20?
Yeah, because I was excessive. There's a lot of luggage. Yeah. You know, there's 3 adults and 3 kids. And, you know, the kids don't need that much. So we just
use their luggage.
Yeah. So, and they were over. And the guy's like, look at that. He says, it's okay. It's all right. Because look at that. It's okay. And even extra baggage he put under.
He let through. Nice.
Yeah. Really, that's what I'm saying. It was such a beautiful experience. And literally, don't do the normal Ghanaian thing and turn up to the airport just before you got to fly. Go early, especially if you got children, man. You don't want that headache. Just go early. We went early. There was hardly anyone there. And you got all your luggage. When you're going for good, you don't want any wahala. Just go early. You'll get nice people. I don't wear masks. So one of the ladies that was with the guy, she had this thing that I have. I said, oh, you're wearing the mask exemption thing? She goes, yeah. She goes, I said, I don't wear mask either. She goes, if you got your thing, wear it. You don't have to, they won't trouble you at all.
It's like a lanyard, is that the word?
It's a lanyard. Look, I've got it here.
For exemption.
And it even works in Ghana. And I met a few people on the flight who had it. They have their own version. There's some Americans there. So it's just this. And it's just mask exemption. And it's like £3, guys. It's from Hidden Disabilities. Go online, just get it if you don't want to be wearing that the whole time. The whole flight, the whole experience was really fine, except we were delayed by 7 hours. But I say that in a way where I'm not bothered because we're going for good.
Because it was one way, wasn't it? It wasn't like a holiday or anything. It's like, regardless at that point,
it
just want to be there.
I was just happy to be in the airport in the departure land. You know, like in Coming to America, I'm just happy to be here. I did not care. At that length of time, I'll get my whole flight back, my whole monies.
Really?
For everyone, yes. So guys, if you're delayed, don't get upset too. Be happy. Try and make it be longer. You get your whole money back. Yes.
Hey, that's so good to know.
Yes, go
So
online.
good
You
to
check
know.
it. Mhm.
When you got on the airplane, was it busy?
Very. It was,
Mm,
but there were still gaps, but it wasn't it wasn't empty.
mm.
Definitely not empty. It was definitely busy. And those with children and pushchairs, they might not tell you, but don't put your pushchair in when you go to check out. They will tag it for you, and you take it all the way to the gates, and then they'll take it from you and put it under. And then when you come out, they'll give it to you again, so you don't have to be doing that carrying and all that sort of stuff.
Great
Because I've got a
advice.
2-year-old, yeah. But
Yeah,
other
very
than that,
child friendly.
very, very, very well. The airline that I went with anyway, which was BA, so I don't know about the others, but it was very, very, very useful. I'm sorry, the declaration where they asked why you're going, they didn't ask. They didn't say anything about it. So you do fill it out though, guys. You don't want to be caught off, but they don't ask. I don't know who's checking it because they didn't ask for it at any part of the journey.
Okay.
So yeah, so just so you know,
Okay.
but just fill it out anyway.
No, that's really good to know. The paperwork I found, just do it. I mean, I had excess paperwork, all sorts of stuff, but just bring that. You never know.
Yeah. And if you are going, apparently, if you haven't got a Ghana's passport, so I'm going on, I just found out by my friend yesterday, if you are going with a UK passport, he did have to show his yellow fever shot. But if you had your yellow fever done however many years ago, you don't need to do it again. Now it's changed. It's for life.
Yes, that's right.
It is for life. Yeah. So I wouldn't worry about that. But if you've got a Ghana passport, they just let you choose. Just go with your UK.
You see, this is the thing. So I went with my Ghana passport, right? They did not ask one of us for yellow fever, not one.
No, they won't, because you're Ghanaian. Yeah, they wouldn't. They wouldn't ask you for any immunizations or anything because you're Ghanaian. You have the passport. But even when I had my red book, when I used to travel before having my Ghana passport, I didn't get asked. So I don't know. It's as and when, I don't know. But definitely when you have your Ghana one, they won't ask you for nothing.
Interesting.
Absolutely nothing. Yeah. So
okay, that explains that then. So let's go straight into the positives. Let's start there. Okay, so what's been good?
I don't know. Every day waking up and it's like sunny and it's hot, and you're just seeing people around you that look like you, and people in high positions that just look like you. And just being around my family, it's like I've just come back and I've just been getting told history because I'm the oldest female. So it's like they're trying to pass on and tell me a lot of things. And yeah, so it's just the best. It's the best. It's the best. I love it. I'm just so happy.
Yeah, and you seem it. You seem so happy. You really do. So how are the children adjusting? Their first time? No, is the first time in Ghana?
Yeah, it is. Not even no trial or ever. They just plunk you here. Yeah, it's their first time in Ghana. They love it. They love it. They love the freedom of running around, being able to do it. My son is like, he's wild. He's a boy. He's a 6-year-old boy. So he's very hyper, but he's even more hyper here. He's just every morning when we first arrived in Kumasi in the house, because obviously we live in a small house in UK. This house is big. They literally just ride their bikes around and around and around and continuously. Literally continue. And they actually forgot to ride. They didn't know how to ride because we had shipped their bikes and stuff for such a long time ago, because we were meant to come and we didn't. So they haven't been riding, and it's been cold, so they haven't really been riding. So they got on and they were like, oh, I can't ride anymore. Within like 5 minutes, round. I'm like, oh, what happened? Oh, yeah. I said, exactly. You never forget how to ride a bike.
And they can go every day.
Every day. The little ones is running after them.
Go burn that energy.
Yeah.
Go burn that energy.
They love it.
Okay, so let's go into the things that have not been so great since you've come.
Oh, Ghana and their timing. Everything seems long. And actually, what has not been so great is I had this ideal that when I come here, I have more time on my hands because everything's a bit more chilled, a bit more relaxed. But to be honest, it's a bit like being in London.
Okay,
it's
how
like
so?
Bam, bam, bang, bang, bam. I think it's probably more to do with my lack of organisation, being organised. But it's like I get up and I don't stop. It's constant. But I go to bed early. I wake up earlier and I go to bed earlier. That's the only negative thing. And well, not only, and the fact that when they see me and then I open my mouth, suddenly the money goes up for whatever services I'm inquiring about. So I tend to walk with like, even my cousin or my house help,
Yeah.
and just keep quiet. I tell them what I want, and don't say anything. And
And
when
they
they try and
talk.
turn, if they try and say anything to me, I say, don't make me talk. Because I mean, what's wrong with you? That's why you're
They'll
here.
hear the American accent.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? So I just keep quiet.
Oh,
So
sorry,
most of the
Amanda. I'm
time,
so sorry. I've got to pause a sec. My eyes have just started screaming.
so I've got a shop, I've got a store that's going to be opening. So I haven't been able to do anything about it because I know if they meet me, they're going to charge through the roof. So the family are sorting all of that out for me. I have nothing to do with it because otherwise it's going to be really, really too expensive.
Someone
So
commented saying, well, that's discrimination, and it's still the same as what we were facing abroad. What do you think about that?
that discrimination, what are they discriminating? All they see is money. Remember, 1 Ghana cedi to £1 is ridiculous. People only leave their home for economic reasons. Remember that. If it was 1 Ghana cedi to £1, do you think people will be leaving here? They will leave and come back. So it's only because they know we've got a stronger currency, so they think we can afford it. So it's not discrimination, it's just opportunistic tendencies. So it's annoying, but you can understand it. I'm not saying I've got loads of money, but I get it. It's annoying, but I get it.
Yeah.
It's just currency. Yeah. And the sad thing about them, those that are just in it for the now, is that they're not thinking about retention and building customer relationship. Yeah, they're just short term and they just want now. Whereas if they did look at me and charge me the way the locals, I would come back to them and I'll bring other people that I know will come back to them. Constant workflow, not, but they don't see it like that. They're just now. And they just see, I need to get some of those dollars or pounds now. That's all it is. I don't find it discriminatory. I don't at all.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with my people. My people are fine.
Absolutely, girl.
To be honest, it's not even just because I hear the accent. If you're a Ghanaian and you pull up in some big car, you think they're not going to do the same to you. All of a sudden, it's going to be, I went to a 10th birthday party on the weekend, and it was like when I posted the pictures, people were saying, "Oh, whose wedding was that?" Yeah, it was like
that wedding. Kind of party.
It was serious. It was like a wedding. It was lovely though. It was really lovely.
Yes,
and my friend that was doing the catering for it as well, she organized all the different suppliers. She said that when she got there, the cocktail guy said to her, "Oh, madam, no. As for this one, you should have told me it's this place money because I would charge you more." Yeah, they're Ghanaians, Yeah, so if they come to your house, whatever, and they think you got money, they will try it. So it's not just about having a different accent. No, it's literally if they think you got money, they're like, "Ching, I need to catch in on this." And it's not just Ghanaians, because I was talking to my white brony colleague yesterday, and she was saying the same thing happened to her. It's that she caught out the guy because he hadn't cut his phone off.
Where was she?
And they were doing it because she's from London.
Okay.
And they're in UK. She's telling me about her story. She moved from London up north, and the guy didn't cut off the phone. They were getting some work done around their new place in wherever up north, and the guy didn't cut off the phone. And he said, "Oh, I've just got a number on these lot. They just come from down south, and they don't know how much you charge."
Yeah, happens worldwide. What are the challenges that you found since you've been here?
Oh, the roads, man. They're going to mash up my little car. The roads. And where I am, it's a new development, so they're still building and stuff. So we've got a lot of potholes, and when it's rainy season right now, so it rains a lot. So like my cousin got my car washed for me just on Monday, and then by Monday evening, it's like he never washed it.
And I've got to mention here, where do you live, Amanda?
I live in Kumasi.
Yeah, because Ghana is not just Accra. Ghana is not just Accra.
No.
This is the second time we're filming this interview, this chit chat, because what happened last time?
Oh,
and what did we think happened last time?
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, that was, Charlie. Okay. So these are the sort of things that might happen to you guys. So have a heads up. We were in the middle of our flow conversation, Zoom, and the light went off. So I'm like, "Oh, it's all right. Let me do it on my mobile." And my reception here is not great. So I went outside. It was really rubbish. And then in the end, we gave up because it was that abysmal. And then I was just like, oh my God, it's not coming on. So I left the house. And then I came back and it was evening time and everybody's light was on. So I came in, I was like, oh, thank God. Oh, God is good. Let's come in. Hey, why is my light not coming on? Oh my God, what's going on? My prepaid cut out because it cuts out when it's telling you it's going down. I didn't know this, so please, people, when it gets to like 25, I know what it does, it cuts out to warn you need to go and top up. I don't know why they do that though. It's like, why would you have to cut out? It was like, oh, so it cut out at 25. No, that time it was 16. It cut out at 16 Ghana cities. And I didn't know that. So the whole day I was out trying to stay away from the light off. When there was no light off, so I had to ring Yabba up and so sorry, it wasn't like, oh, it was actually me. But you could easily make that mistake, especially in Kumasi, because Kumasi, 1 minute light be off and then it go back on, like literally like that.
Like that?
Literally, like 3 times in a row, it can do that. And then it'll just say off.
And when you called me to tell me it was actually because you forgot to do your prepay, I said to you as well, it's happened to me. I had light off and for 3 hours, I was like, normally it's back after an hour. Turns out I hadn't paid my electric. So it can happen. So it means we are pre-warning those of you who are coming. It can happen to you too. So with your transition over now, what do you wish you'd done slightly differently, if anything?
I think pack less clothes, to be fair. I know it's so basic and not important.
No, basic's good.
Pack less clothes, send the generator first, buy the fridge from here, buy a bigger car. I've got like a mini 4x4, but this area there is gonna mash up my car. Practice speaking the language more.
So practice while you're here, or you mean practice when you were out?
Before we come, try and get it down.
Great advice.
You can, yeah.
Great advice.
Nothing really major.
Great advice. Let's talk about shipping, because your shipping stuff's come. Is there anything you wished? Oh, I wish I'd shipped that, or I wish I'd shipped more of that.
No. There's absolutely nothing, because everything is here. Nothing. I mean, I'm glad to get my little bits and pieces, but when I actually think about it, I'm actually thinking I've actually shipped nonsense. I think it's important, other than a generator. But you know what I mean? It's actually nonsense. I should have just sold what I can. I've shipped a whole load of clothes that I will never wear. So I'm going to try and distribute some and sell the rest.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I've got a whole load of like good quality baby clothes and toddler clothes. So I'm going to try and sell. But other than that, I think I packed too much clothes for my kids. Too much. Although people think you're always changing them. No, you're not, because you're out and about. You can't always change them.
Do your children have school uniform?
They got school uniform.
Yeah.
So it's like, by the time we got here, some of their trainers were too small for them.
Yes, great advice. Great advice.
Just really go high, go up, buy like really big, and you don't have to pack like a ton of clothes, because if you're coming from UK or US, you're always gonna have people back home if you like to send you stuff. People are going backwards and forwards. I've already had about 3 people come and go from the UK already.
Wow.
Although
such
I didn't put
good
my
advice.
orders in. Yeah, don't go OTT. You don't really need.
No.
Maybe if you've got little kids that are fussy with food, do your cereals. We buy coconut milk and almond milk. So that's my one regret. I should have packed the hell out of that. It's what I should have done. I should have got loads of coconut milk. They sell it.
You can't find it?
No, they do, but it's few and far between. I go to Palace. I don't think I've seen it in Melcombe at all.
Yeah, Palace is where I've seen it. Yeah,
I don't see Melcombe. Palace, but Palace I go in all the time and I don't see it. It's only and then I grab it and it's almond. It's not coconut. I just found the coconut in one of my luggages, and the best thing about that is that you don't need to keep it in the fridge until you open it. So if you're those people, pack loads.
Great advice.
And apple cider vinegar, people. If you are into your apple cider vinegar in the morning, your lemon and apple cider, all that sort of stuff that you do. Please go to Aldi or Lidl, go and buy a whole lot, because in Ghana here, in Kumasi anyway, they sell it for $64.99.
And in Accra.
Do you know how much that is?
That's like £8.
Can you even bring yourself to pay? Right? I couldn't bring myself to buy it. I couldn't. So the next one that's coming, I'm telling them, please buy a box of apple cider. Please bring it.
Because those people who are now in the UK putting the stuff, or US, Canada, wherever you're coming from, they're literally putting stuff in their boxes right now, and it's hard to know what have I left out. So even little things that you think might be insignificant, I think are massively significant.
If you like your jams, your ketchups, all those condiment type things, breakfasty things, pack them because they're really expensive here.
Yeah.
And
also,
you know how
laundry
much they
detergent,
cost.
sensitive one.
Yes.
Sensitive, like baby ones.
Yes.
Yeah,
I've
they're
got
very
loads of
expensive.
Huggies. Yes, loads of Huggies. I've got the big soap powders and the big conditioners.
How are you finding the cost of living now that you're here?
I think right now, because I'm still settling in, I just feel like I'm just doing this to my purse every day. Just just take everything. Take it. There. Here you go. Yeah. No, it's okay. Go on. It's okay. Good. Yeah, no, it's all right. It's fine.
And you've left some. Here, scrape the barrel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how I feel right now. Everything. Every time it's like, hey, why so much? Hey, oh, that's how I'm.
I actually can't breathe.
When I had to pay the school fees, oh my days.
Are you happy to share how much your school fees are? We did a video and said how much they were. You don't have to obviously tell us.
No,
but,
I mean,
it's good for people to get an idea of the different costs.
No, well, I've got 3 children, and my school is a very good school, and it goes from nursery clean all the way up to 6th form, and even they got a little bit of a college. It's one of schools here, and for the 3 of them, and I got some discounts because I got some links like that. But I paid more or less 10,000 Ghana cedis for one term.
For one term, for all 3 of them.
Yeah.
In total for the 3.
Yeah. So the next term is going to be significantly less. Next term, I think, will be less than 5,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it was all the different administration costs, the uniform, the books.
Yeah.
All of the little things you need to, but it just all added up,
Yeah.
But for the actual fees itself, it's going to be less than 5, and that's for 3 of them.
Okay.
5,000 Ghana cedi. So you convert that to pounds, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad for 3 months or a term. How are you in yourself, and any regrets? Are you going back on an airplane anytime soon?
To go where? What? To go to Accra? Maybe. I might go to Accra, but other than that, or to go to Tanzania, yeah. But to go to
back to
nah. I am totally fine. And people are like, oh, you are going to come back on holiday. I said, what for? I've been there all my life. I've got the whole of Africa to go and see. It's nothing against, UK. It's done me well. My friends that I love dearly, my mum and dad are still there, although they're coming too. My older brother and their kids are there, but they're coming too. So soon, I ain't got no reason to go see before, man. What? And people like, oh, shopping. People say you go shopping. I can get everything here. My brother lives in Dubai. I can go and I can send him to get me stuff. I don't need to go there. I've been there all my life. It's like saying you're going to go to Tenerife again. Why? I've been there once or twice. I don't need to go there again.
Yeah. And that's a really good point. You've made that a couple of times now. And it's something that I think we forget when we're doing the big move. It's like, yeah, but you've got to remember there will be people coming to visit you back and forth. Some people, in fact, are going back maybe for business again, just to come back here again. It's not like you cannot get certain things. And also Africa as a whole, there are a lot of places locally, should I say, as in Africa on the continent, where you can also buy things too. So going back, it's not necessarily something you have to do again, unless you choose to.
It isn't. Unless I have to, I've got business I've got to sort out and different little things.
Sure.
But I'm not going to be saying I'm going there on a holiday, because there's so much of the world. The whole of Ghana I need to finish seeing. The whole of West Africa, then the continent itself I need to. You know what I mean? So I'm not in a hurry. I mean, people, it's not like that. You won't really feel the need to, and you won't really feel the need to be buying stuff as well, because they have everything. I don't know where this notion came from. I think maybe earlier on back in the days there wasn't as much, but now I see there's no difference as being in the UK and being in Ghana. The spirit is people to go back home, to make it great. Not great again, but to make it greater, because it is a great place. And the people are great. Everybody everywhere had their downfalls, and Africa's no different. Everywhere, everyone is the same, you know? So I'm here to stay, baby.
Thank you, Amanda. So is there anything else you want to add, or any advice you want to give people, or anything honest that you can think of?
I do say, you know, if you're looking to get a property here, you know, there's a lot of channels about people talking about how to buy land and stuff like that. There isn't one focal point to find all the information. Always deal with people that you trust, because even those people that know the lay of the land may get duped as well. So look out for this space, because I am going to be developing something for people like you and me for when we're coming, that you don't have to be, you know, a bit nervous of who, how, when, and how to do things. Okay.
Fantastic. Watching the space. So that means I'm going to be chatting to you real soon again then, when that's been developed, because we'll talk about that as well then. Any one of you guys, if you've got questions for Amanda, and those of you who are packing stuff, or for me, then definitely write them in the comments below. I'll pass them on. In fact, Amanda will read them herself, because she's always there with us in the comments. So ask away, and we will get on to answering for you. So thanks again for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Welcome to the family.
Woo!